Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wait, set. 380. Right here. Pull one mic. Let them know. Check it. Hey, pull one mic. Hey, Alabama. Watch the twist. Sit. Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Jackson, reload! 28. Mike, 28. And what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Mike, 28. What? Hey, Mike, 7. Hey, number 28. Mike, he's coming. Check in. You remember me? Hey, Alabama. Yo, Brady.
Shotgun now for Brady. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw once more on second and 10. Brady, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Hey,
On play action, now Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, first and 10. Now Henderson, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
We got to step it up. 2 for 1. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Down to
From his goal line here, gone. And he fires one incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And some space here. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times they'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and they'll go deep.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Goff now to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And Thomas has it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Shut down. Motion. Hold on. Check. Watch the call. 45.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss up 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Reset. 380.
He's coming. Check in. I don't even know why his team showed up.
On play action, it's Brady. Rolling, and a pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tiger.
Mike 5-4.
Here's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Cook's now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check. Watch 54.
Super.
Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Yeah, the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Bandit.
From the gun, here's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Don't be scared of it.
Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. Complete. Richardson has it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now Goff on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play. Hey, 5.
Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is gone. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Zerline's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really heard the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 28. Bravo.
You can't block me.
Mike 28. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Second and 5. At the 24-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 15 and the Rams have a first down. Henderson now on first and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
From the 50, it's gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. General West. Watch out. Alert!
Here's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. After the sack on 1st down, Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Break what? 180. 54 Mike. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. What's that?
Following the fumble recovery. Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it there because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So where do you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, number 28, Mike. Hey, exit. Check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Again, it's Henderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Going up top for Cup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abuka getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To try again after the sack. Brady, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
He goes to the 180. Ric Flair.
On first down, Henderson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Cut. 180. Let's go, D. What?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Gone on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today,
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.